Hey there guys, it's Stealth49er here with a tour of my gaming and desk setup for January 2015. Happy 2015 everyone. I hope you had a good new year. We're kicking off the new year of videos with a new gaming and desk setup tour. So before we begin, let me address the most frequently asked question, and that is, what kind of desk do you have? I have two Z-Line Gemini desks, and they are just put together in the middle. They're not actually attached, they're just sort of placed together in the middle there, and it makes a nice U-shaped desk. Other than that, let us begin the tour. So on the left here is just some blank desk space for doing work, and also if I do a review or something, I usually do it over here. Nice blank or empty area just to do whatever that I need to do. And behind the desk I have a lamp which really nicely lights up the entire desk. And behind the left side of my desk I have a Sony left channel floor speaker. Then going behind the left monitor is my microphone setup. I have an Audio-Technica AT2020 USB, and that is in a Samson SP01 shock mount. And there is a Natty MPF6 pop filter, I believe, and a Rode PSA1 mic stand. I'm going to try to give you some of the product models so that you, if you want to, you can look them up. There is a Sony left channel speaker behind this monitor, as well as a Sony card reader all the way down there. Now if we go below the left side of the desk, there is my PC. You can see I'm not going to go over everything, but the specifications for it are in the description of this video if you're interested in learning more. I will mention though that the fans are now red, even on the sides there. If I can hopefully maybe get you to see that. I don't even know if you saw that, but there you go. The fans are now red. I replaced my fans with red fans. It's a more of a story than that, but yeah, that's the basic thing, gist of it. So on here I have my USB for my microphone, and I have the audio cable for my wireless headphones. And on top of the desk I have my iPhone 6, and that has an OtterBox Defender Series case on it. Then for the monitors, I have 3 monitors for my main setup, and there's one over there. The 2 on the outsides here, so this one right here and this one, as well as that one over there, are all ASUS VE247H monitors, and the one in the middle is an ASUS VG248H, I believe, and that one is 144 Hz. The other ones are 60 Hz. Otherwise, this is kind of, it's a lot. This one's a lot better, but they look pretty much the same. So that's nice. And I use 3 monitors for my main setup, but if I am playing a simulation game or something like that, or like a racing game, whatever, sometimes I use this monitor instead, only because I have this nice space to put like the steering wheel or the yoke or whatever for that right there. So back to this part. I have a Corsair Vengeance K70 keyboard. It is in black, and then there's red backlighting and Cherry MX brown keys. And then next to that I have a Corsair MM200 Standard Edition, I believe, and a Logitech G502 Proteus Core gaming mouse. And then in front of the desk I have just a standard office, or maybe executive chair is what you would call that, and a rolling mat for the floor. Behind the center monitor is a Belkin power strip, which powers my monitors and my headphones, and a Sony center channel speaker. It's kind of hard to see, but it's under the power strip. Then over here I have on the bottom a cable organizer. All the cables sort of go in there. It's actually a lot better than it was in the past, except that a lot of these cables were actually under the desk, so the change on top is not too much different. But anyway, there's a Sennheiser, or a pair of Sennheiser wireless headphones. I believe it's the RS120 and then a Sony right channel speaker. Next, I already went over the monitor. It's an ASUS VE247H, but I also have a Raspberry Pi and an AC adapter for that. And then I have a home phone. And over here is my Canon 60D, and I'm not using this right now. It's not really a great thing to use for these desk setups because it doesn't have autofocus during video, and I have a lot of the settings on manual and all that, so this is a lot easier. The camcorder is a lot easier to use for this sort of thing, so that's why I'm not using that, but I usually use that as my camera for other things, I guess. This is a Sony AVR remote, and then on the keyboard tray I have a Logitech K120 keyboard and my Razer Death Adder 2012 right here with just a red mouse pad, and that goes into my Raspberry Pi. And then next over here, actually behind the desk, I have a Delta Airlines Airbus A320 model and a Sony right channel floor speaker. And then under this little, I don't know, shelf thing, I have a Belkin power strip, and that's my Canon 60D charger. And there's an Apple, or I guess the lightning cable to AC adapter cable. And I have my Sony AVR, which is an STR DH500. And up here is a small organizer for just post-its and various things. I have some scotch tape, some pens, pencils, scissors, and letter openers, screwdrivers, whatever, all that stuff, and a stapler, a partially solved Rubik's Cube, a little diamond block, which actually came with this creeper, which I got at PAX for people to sign, for YouTubers to sign, and it has all the signatures all over the feet and stuff like that. Under the desk, on the right side, is a little organizer here for just everything that I don't want on my desk. I have some headphones and some cleaning supplies and a webcam in there, and there's some USB drives in there as well. This is a lot of camera supplies and some external hard drives. There's SD cards, all that. Lots and lots of wires, and then some tools and some extra cables go in there. I don't know why I keep some of those cables in there, but I do. And I have two tripods right there, a can of compressed air, and a Sony subwoofer. And then, hopefully you can see it, yes, you can. Then I have a little black box, which is another cable organizer. I don't know where I was going with that. And over here I have lighting. I have a Belkin power strip for my computer and my audio system, and there is a Cat6 Ethernet port. And if you had watched my previous setups, it's a little bit better. The cable management is not great. It doesn't look great actually from this angle, but it's much better than it was before. There's a lot less cables. I tied some of those things up. Some of them are above the desk, but tied some of those up, and yeah, it looks a lot nicer. But you probably don't care about the cable management. Some of you might, but yes, rambling 2015 rambling session. So that is it. If you did enjoy this, a like and a share would be greatly appreciated. And if you have any questions, you can leave those in the comments below. Most of the products that you see here are available on my Amazon store, and I will link that in the description below. If you do buy something from it, I do get a small commission, which does help me out. So if you are going to buy any of these products, then go through my ASUS store, and I would greatly appreciate it. And yes, if you're not already following me on Twitter, haven't liked the Facebook fan page, or not following me on Google+, those links are down in the description below. And if you're new to the channel and you do enjoy gaming, tutorials, and reviews, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.